The Fast family has always had a strong leader in Dom Toretto. But in The Fate of the Furious, Dom's absence is felt by all of us. We're forced to come up with a way to stop the one person we'd follow into any conflict. See what it took for the family to soldier on without Dom.
Did you ever think you'd betray your family the way you did today?
You want to play like that?
Cipher, the evil genius cyberbully.
Ouch.
I'm kidding. She's actually pretty evil in this movie.
When we started talking to Charlize about creating this character, we really worked so closely with her to develop who this character was. And she had a really good idea of the kind of international kind of hacker that she would be.
It's zombie time.
And action.
Chris Morgan had a pretty good outline and idea of what he wanted to do with the character, and he's an incredibly smart writer. And so all of his talents really lended themselves to creating a character that was unusual. Everybody was really collaborative and super supportive in having me kind of take ownership of it. And that is always such a great place to be in. And when you work with people who kind of encourage that, it's heaven.
I want to see Toretto.
There are no more cameras.
Then find something, punch in on something reflective, a car mirror, anything.
She meets up with Dom. She meets him in Cuba, and she enlists his help to help her execute her, I'd say, pretty evil plan.
Our goal, we have to catch Dominic Toretto or he goes rogue after all these years. It ain't too late to stop this.
What are you doing?
Engine's misfiring. I gotta check it out.
No, that's not part of the plan, Dom.
Clearly. But unless you want the engine to see he's on the job.
You have 5 minutes.
I think the best villains are not the ones that are black or white, but are somewhere in the middle. And I think she did a great job of creating a sympathetic villain that we understand why she's doing it, but not necessarily agree with how she's doing it.
Here's the great thing about Cipher, is that we have layered her into the past 2 films, and our characters, our audience, never even knew that she was moving pieces behind them.
You know, I really wish you had joined me when I asked you. It's not too late.
So the teams in movie 6 and the teams in movie 7, those were her teams. And our guys, Dom and Letty and everybody, when they were foiling the bad guys in those films, they were actually foiling her.
She is no one to play with. And he destroyed not 1, but 2 of her teams. So she's back for not only revenge, but she's going to use him in the place of those teams to achieve her evil plan.
You gonna turn your back on family?
I think the reason why she chooses him is because he might have the most vulnerable aspect to his character than any of the other characters. And that makes her even more delicious because she can kind of prey on those vulnerabilities. And I don't think any of the other characters would have lent themselves to the possibility of,
let's go,
forcing somebody into a corner the way Dom allows her to do that.
He gets caught up by his own code this time. In fact, his own code is the weapon that Cipher uses against him.
The moment you make a move, highly paid men with weapons will make their way into this room with one very specific instruction. It's not to save me. It's to kill your son.
The threat of losing any of those things makes him more of a pawn for her. And I think that's why she chooses him. And I think she also likes the challenge of knowing that he is somebody who swore his entire life that he would never break his code. And I think she loves the challenge of taking on somebody like that and actually getting them to break their code.
Let me ask you something, Dom. What's the best thing in your life?
Family.
No, it's not. Not if you're being honest.
She is incredibly intelligent. She is incredibly dangerous. The thing that is most dangerous about her is that she is well thought out. She has a plan in place, and by the time you're aware of it, it is already 18 steps in and there's no going back out of it.
Did you all enjoy that? Next generation concussion grenade. It scrambles your senses. Don't worry, we'll wear off.
She's so dangerous because her animosity or her anger or her frustration has been building.
What's the one challenge that is not easy for the team, that threatens everything they stand for, that threatens to break them forever?
Some of her actions in this film are going to leave huge repercussions, and they have definitely devastated and loosened the foundation of what this franchise was about.
The problem with putting your foot on a tiger's neck is you could never let it up. What Gary could pull out in terms of a darker character, I knew he would be perfect to be able to expose a more dangerous and deadlier side to Dom Toretto.
The chemistry between Vin Diesel and Charlize Theron with Dom and Cipher is absolutely electrifying. They are at odds, but you can't wait to see them on the screen because that electricity of them going together throughout this story, head to head, is something you've never seen before.
For me, who loves film, it's rare to see a combination like that on screen. And I think it'll be a tough one to compete with for a long time.